The reason I meditated, and I even tell my meditation students this today, and most of them say it back too, it wasn't so much to discover Zen or calm or peace. That was definitely a side benefit of it. But the reason I started meditating was I wanted to go inside of myself. I wanted to go inside of my head. I wanted to see the inner workings and figure out what made Daniel Daniel. Because up to this point, having been bullied, having had a difficult home life at times, having been in a few difficult relationships, the one thing that I thought was, I don't know who I am. I got to
Mm.
figure that out. So there's a famous yoga and meditation teacher, Cindy Lee, and she says that starting to meditate is like sending yourself a request on Facebook and actually accepting it. And so I thought, wow. And if you think about that, Elliot, if you sent yourself a friend request on Facebook, would you accept it? I mean, I hope you would, but a lot of us are like, who's this? Delete.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started meditating and I really, really got to know myself. And one of the things I discovered is that I was really bitter. I was angry. Of course, I was bullied. Of course I was angry. So I started doing a lot of meditation and a lot of loving kindness meditation, which is to help us develop compassion. Because I felt all this time in my life, I had been this very compassionate guy, but I saw myself as the victim. And how do I go from having that victim mentality to stepping outside of myself so I can stop having that victim mentality and start to actually have compassion and empathy for others? So loving kindness meditation really helped put that in place for me. And then, like I said, later I was drawn to yoga. And in one of the yoga classes, so I'm at Yoga on High,
Mm.
there's this woman named Corinne Washer, and she started this beautiful blend of yoga along with Michelle Vinbury that is called Sequoia. And it's a multi-sensory yoga class. And at the end, they give Reiki. And the minute Corinne put her hands on my head during Shavasana, or the final resting pose, I immediately thought, this is that feeling I felt many years ago with that counselor. And so I saw in one of the announcements for the studio that they offered Reiki training. And I thought, what do I have to lose? So Jake and I sign up. We do a weekend of Reiki training and we're level 1. And, that was great, but that wasn't enough. I had this thirst. I went for level 2. I went for masters. And now I'm actually teaching Reiki masters. So it's kind of come full circle.